Yo YouTube, everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe and drop a like because we are continuing our series of winning a game of rank play with every single weapon. Now the last few days we've had some difficult weapons, man. Some of the SMGs were just not good to use, but now we're back to the best SMG in the game. We're using the Vazlev, man, one of my favorite guns in the game. So let's see how it goes in this one. We should be a bit more, easy to use with this weapon because we are obviously more used to it. We're gonna go through the P1 here, bit of a mixy start. We push through the left, we get taken out. Gonna go through now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flood this area. Gonna chuck a stun off the wall, make sure to utilize your equipment, and that's just gonna give me a bit of insight to if anybody's around the corner. Now, you know what? This is a good setup. Considering we started off the bad spawn, this is actually perfect. We're gonna be able to push through. I'm gonna just kind of be careful here. I know they're gonna be, pushing this next hard point. So what I want to do is play my life and just make sure that nobody attacks us. So we're gonna go through here, and what you want to do is look at the mini map and find where the gaps in your setup are. So we spot an opponent here. Just gonna keep shouldering it. We chuck a grenade on the right hand side. Gonna snake this little head glitch. We make him one shot, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna full stand this. I'm gonna push through, slide around the corner. And what you want to do is when somebody's immediately around a corner, that's when you want to slide. So right there, the reason why the slide mechanic worked was because he was immediately around the corner, so I was able to camera him. If he was a bit further back and he was able to see me slide, it wouldn't have worked. We go through, although we get a kill, we actually kind of push through a bit more aggressive than I wanted to, and we get traded. My teammates are going to play the hill. I know they're going to spawn on the P2, so we're going to push through, try to pop a deadie and see if we can make a play. We slide across to get out of the movement, get out of the gunfight. Going to go across 33 seconds. We check every corner. No one's on the right, no one's on the left. We're going to go through, and basically with the process of elimination, we realized he was behind the door. We were able to push through and get a kill. Now 24 seconds left. If I can get maybe the next 10 to 15 seconds, we're probably good to go for the P3. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Go through, see if I can get some kind of momentum going. My teammates are going to be rotating, and we're good to go right now. We're going to be able to get the last 15. Now what I like to do in this moment is just think about where the players are spawning, where the setup is, and just think about how I can approach the situation. So right now I want to go through the left, and I want to basically go through to get the spawns. So although the hill's already popped, if I can push through, break the spawns in the next 10 seconds, we should be good to go. We should be able to get at least 35 to 40 seconds. So we're going to push through. 50 seconds left, and you know what? My teammates have gone massive. They're able to get the kill. They're able to clear the time. So now we're in a situation where my teammates should spawn with us. I know they're going to be basically spawning P2 area. So we're going to go through. My teammates just basically wiped the hill, man. So they did everything there. We're going to go through, and I haven't really had much engagement recently because I rotated from the old hill. But we go through. We get another kill. We're going to push through, see if we can spot anybody. And in this case, it's kind of just like I'm literally just trying to find kills, make it easy on our team for the rotation. But I really haven't had much to do here, to be honest with you. We're going to go through, jump down. We take out the guy over there. We go through. The second guy's on the floor. We get rid of him. The third guy's out in the open. And just like that, we end up losing the remaining of the hill. But I definitely think that was the overall positive side of us. We were able to get 40 seconds there and the rotation for the new hardpoint. Now, if you guys can do the maths behind it, if you guys can honestly get 40 seconds and the rotation for the next hill and continuously do that, you'll be good to go. You end up winning the game by over 100 points. So that's what you should aim for as kind of a standard basis. We go through, and I think that was just a really good aggressive play from myself because we use a dead silence, we push through, we're able to get a two-piece. My teammate's going to go through the back way, going to sit on the hill, we jump around the corner, and that's so unfortunate, man. I get taken out by Prime right there, man. I should have won that gunfight, to be honest. So yeah, I definitely need to be better with that. We're going through it. So far so good. We're doing a really good job of kind of finessing, controlling hill, and just as I say that, we actually end up losing a massive hill there. Now honestly, I think we were good to go there. We probably should have won that rotation, but for some reason we kind of just, I don't know what happened. We all just died, and really unfortunate we weren't able to take control of that hill. With 25 seconds left, the good thing about having a lead is when it's a situation like this, right, where you're kind of fighting for scrap time and they end up taking it, you can just chalk it up. You can rotate knowing that you've still got the advantage. So although they're technically going to be up by 10 points here when the hill's done, I'm basically in the setup for the new hardpoint, and this is just honestly just terrible play for myself. So I think I just overthought it in the moment. I centered onto him, and for some reason I started malfunctioning. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just really trolled there. I started overthinking it. Right, how do I approach this gunfight? And it just was a really terrible play. Gonna go through with the process of elimination. Make sure to check every power position. And now I'm at right. Let me chuck a nade in the left corner. Watch the right. Watch the middle. And you can see right there. If you honestly want to rewind that, I think those 10 seconds right there just really shows you how I play the game in terms of how I break kills by myself. And we actually managed to get a 3-piece. We're gonna push through. I know they're gonna spawn on my left, and that's like, I just feel like I've got the gun skill, but sometimes I kind of choke and I kind of troll and I lose gunfights I shouldn't. But then I have plays like this where I just get a 5-piece out of thin air, and I'm just trying to get a bit more consistent with that. Hopefully you guys are with me across my journey to becoming a better player. When Modern Warfare 3 comes out, I want to see if I can get even better than I am now. I think right now I'm a decent player, but obviously I think there's a lot of work to be done, and hopefully you guys can be with me on the journey to improving, and next year hopefully we can reach the top rank of Iridescent or whatever that rank is in the next Call of Duty. But we're going to push through with 10 seconds left. We spot this guy on the stairs, and I'm like, right, this is not a good gunfight for me because he's obviously on a head glitch. So what I'm going to do is I want to go through a different angle, and I don't know, that guy's moving like Casper the Ghost. That guy is out of there. I have no idea where he is. And I'm like, right, this is where you can use both weapons to your advantage, right? So I'm going to push through. We spot him on the top. We're just going to play it patiently, basically pre-aim the window, okay? We know he's going to peek it eventually, and that's exactly what happens. We're able to get the kill, and I think that's just the advantage of using both weapons. So when you can pick up attack and the Vaznev, try to have both in your arsenal. I just think it allows you to be so much more flexible with the way you play, the way you move. And you're seeing right here, so we got a kill with attack. We backed off. We know they're going to spawn there. We push through. We get another kill. Going to jump around the corner. And what I want to do here is get the timing so that I catch them off middle. And it works out really well. And I don't even know how, but we're on a merciless right now. We're doing absolutely everything on the map. And although I'm not going on the hill, what I'm trying to do, right, is I'm trying to cut the lane so that my teammates are essentially in a 3 versus 1. Okay, I got a bit gassed there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was feeling myself there after the merciless. We started 360ing, falling off buildings, and yeah, it didn't quite work out. But my main role there wasn't exactly the hill player, it was more the slayer, right? And I think sometimes I like playing that slay role because I know when to rotate, when to push certain angles, and I think right there was perfect. I was pushing through, although somebody was still in the hill and I wasn't exactly getting into a gunfight with him, I was stopping all reinforcements. So the way I looked at it was, I have 3 teammates, I'm basically telling them, right, you guys focus on the hill, I will kill everyone around the hill. All you have to do is kill that one guy. Now if it takes them 10 to 15 seconds, that's not really on me in my opinion. I think they need to be quick about it. They need to get that kill because I'm basically stopping the reinforcement. So I'm making sure that that teammate doesn't have any help. But we're going to go through to the next hard point. I know they're going to be on the left-hand side, and I don't really know why I preempt that because that's such an impossible gunfight for me to win. I guess I kind of just, I don't really know, to be honest. I can't defend that. That was just not a good pre-aim. I should have just pushed through and tried to like use my movement to dive across. But although we've got quite a big lead, this is a really tricky hill to break. Now, the left side I wouldn't say is the best side to break from, but to be honest, with this much time left, I'm just trying anything, just trying to get around the hill and just see if we can make a play here. But we're going to go through, and again, this is where you chalk it up, okay? 20 seconds left. You don't really want to be going for the old hill in this scenario. It's not necessarily about the time, because I was actually been coaching somebody recently, and if you guys want to get involved in my coaching, I actually got some spaces in my Discord server. The link will be in the description. I started to coach subscribers, and someone I was coaching recently has been talking about how they struggle with when to rotate and when to hold for spawns, and we really broke down the kind of aspect of when to rotate and why sometimes it's not about the seconds of the hill, but it's more about the scenario of the game. I think that's really important because sometimes it might be 25 seconds and I might go for scrap time, not necessarily because of the time, but it's more because of the situation, because the next hill was next to it anyway, so we've got the spawns regardless. Depending on the game scenario, there's so many small factors that you have to consider when knowing when to rotate, and that's why we kind of took that one up. We went to P1, and yeah, they're doing a good job of kind of getting back into this game, right? But what I want to do here is I'm more worried about P2. Every time there's a P1, the way I kind of play is I normally worry about P2 because P1's normally quite a scrappy hill, and P2 is normally where you can get a lot of time, probably on most maps, I would say. So right now I'm actually going to watch this left hand side, watch over my teammate, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm basically rotating between the two, and we get a massive 3P. So again, we're just having glimpses of just kind of absolutely frying the opponents. Go through, the fourth pushes me, he jumps around the corner, good shots from him, but I was one shot. And at this point I'm actually more happy than annoyed because although I died, we've got the full setup for P2. So now it's up to my teammates. They need to clutch up and give me about 10 seconds to push through. We're going to use the dead silence because right now it's going to get mixy, and I want to be able to finesse around, make a play. So instead of popping dead silence in the middle of a gunfight, I want to be able to pop it a bit earlier so that I can do what I'm doing now, get a kill, reposition, and just make it so hard for them to find me, to track me. And my real goal here is just to finesse, maybe get 2-3 kills, back off, play my life, and just make it easy for my team to stay alive. So we're going to go through again. We see another player, we back off. Like right there's a perfect example. We don't need to challenge him. So what I'm going to do is chuck a stun grenade, chuck a nade over, go through a different angle, watch through this angle, take him out, shut the door, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm not really getting the kills, but I'm distracting them, and I'm basically delaying their push. And for me, that's everything. If I can delay their push as long as possible, keep them in that bad spawn, and now rotate, we're good to go. So while I'm trapping them at the back alleyway there, they're probably worried about where I am. I've actually already rotated, so I've got the spawns for the new hardpoint, and I'm keeping them in the old hill. So that's basically a double way of playing hardpoint. We're going to go through, we're going to make sure the power positions are covered. I know somebody might be on the top here, but as soon as my teammates get a 3-piece, I'm going to play aggressive. We get another kill. I spot my teammate dying on the mini-map, so I turn around. I actually saw that skeleton, which meant the guy was behind me, and I actually lost that gunfight, which is okay, because I'd rather lose the gunfight and make the right play than just win the gunfight and not make the right play, because I think it's easier to fix your gun skill than your game awareness. So as long as my game awareness is there, I'm happy. Gonna go through. I know they're gonna be spawning on the left here, so this is what I mean. Slide around the corner, go through. We get another 3-piece to close out a great performance, in my opinion. Just frying the lobbies. Crimson lobby, man, these are not easy lobbies to compete with. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, comment down below anything specific you want to see. And as I mentioned, my Discord server is open for all subscribers, all community members. Feel free to join. We talk Call of Duty in there, rank play, competitive, anything you want to see, CDL, and we're getting ready for Modern Warfare 3 as a community. So make sure to join. I'll see you guys there.